Hello. Hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? My name's Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Fat People, which, of course, is the internet's only YouTube channel. If you get here at some point, congratulations, you found it. Cone Man High. If anybody is curious, I know there's nobody to be curious right now because Cone Man wasn't here at the earlier live stream, but the reason the earlier live stream suddenly cut out and didn't resume is because the power at our house went out. It happens fairly frequently in this neighborhood. So, power went out. Obviously, the internet went out. And I can't live stream without the internet because we don't have any bars here. We have 0 bars. Now, what I'm going to do is open up in a new tab the YouTube channel Talking with Famous People. There, I shall find the live stream, pull it up, and voila! The live chat is now visible on the screen. You're right, Cone Man. The internet starts and ends here. All internet roads lead to Talking with Famous People. Today we will come together with our hands. Like that. Oh, hey, Rachel Strauss. Fancy meeting you here. Samba Ball. Talk a bit about Enneagram 4. I mean, I don't really know very much. Like, I don't have a lot to say about Enneagram, really. 4 is a response to shame that says, I don't need to be ashamed of myself because I don't need you and your expectations. I don't need to meet your standards. Whereas 2 is helpful. That's meeting standards in one way. Or making yourself useful enough that you can sort of ride somebody else's coattails, I guess. I don't know. And 3 is high achieving. I'll exceed your standards and you will be impressed with them. Impressed with me. 4 is a response to shame, like when you're ashamed of hitting a golf ball towards people. 5 is a response to fear. 6 is fear. 7 is fear. 8 is anger. 9 is anger. 1 is anger. So, anyway, as I was saying, my earlier stream cut off abruptly and didn't resume because the power went out. And I was out for a little bit. Then I took a shower, got out of the shower, got dressed and stuff. And I said, okay, well, the power's going to be out. I got some errands I should do. I mean, today, tomorrow, whatever. But in Oakhurst, I go down to Oakhurst. Got Rachel up. Said, do you want to go to Oakhurst with me? She's like, I'm like, well, there's no power. If you stay here, you should know there's no power. So, okay, I'll get up and I'll go with you. And she got up, got ready, and of course, right then, bam, power comes back on. And then I didn't want to go to Oakhurst anymore. Do you think type is genetic? I just don't know. I mean, the thing is, it can't be too directly genetic because my dad was an ESTJ, my mom was an ISFJ, and I'm an ENTP. So there's not some formula like ESTJ plus ISFJ equals ENTP. I think it's like handedness. I don't know if handedness is genetic or not, but it's the attentional equivalent of handedness. Maybe. I'm told that I look a lot like my biological grandfather, who I never met. He was an alcoholic. I've got a letter from him to my grandmother at some point. In there that he wrote her at some point. It's possible. I just don't know, Conan. I don't have any good theory as to how people come to be the type that they are, or exactly when they come to be that type. I suspect they're that type at birth, but it's possible that it's within the first 6 months or something that it resolves. Uh, I just don't know. I think it's very likely though that people are born the type they are, because like my daughter, when she was born, she we couldn't take her home for like she was born in the evening, nighttime ish, early nighttime, uh, and then the next day I wanted to take her home, and they wouldn't let her leave because she hadn't peed yet. She didn't pee until the nurse changed shift, and then the a different nurse came in and she held her under some warm water, and that made her pee. To me, that seems very indicative of SI ignoring fifth slot SI, and it's like the first thing. The first thing she did when she was born is ignore her SI. Adam Kujawa, hello. How are you? And I hope you're fine. And if you're not, get in line. Happy Saturday to you. I was doing some ponding outside earlier, got some more pond done. Right now, it's probably a little bit too much heat of the day to go mess around with it. Oh, don't hate them, Samba Ball. TI versus TE, NI versus NE, SI versus SE. I mean, the thing is, they're probably all equally compatible. But to me, it seems like NE and NI are compatible, and I can understand how SI and SE are compatible, but I don't find TI and TE compatible. That's just because I have TE 6 slot and I kind of value it.
But I agree with you. I don't know.
I mean, in some sense, every extroverted function is the opposite of the introverted. Like, to be concise is to not extrovertedly intuit, right? And to do a bunch of actions, being opportunistic, doing actions in the moment, is to not follow through on what you had planned before from an SISE perspective. And then TITE, to be efficient is to not concern yourself with matters of legitimacy.
Yeah.
And to be correct is to not concern yourself with being efficient. But because of where they are in my stack, NI and NE feel much more compatible because it's like it's the receiver NE likes to throw to.
And like I don't know, I feel like your NE sometimes, even though your NE is like active and um it's most about communication. Like I feel like it grounds me. Maybe it's your TI tool too, because it grounds me. Because when I hear some INFJs go off on some conspiracy theory or stuff, I think to myself, I'm like, oh my god, if Eric wasn't in my life, this would be me. Like we just get wrapped up in that stuff.
Well, I mean, the thing is, NIFE especially wants to have explanations for things that are based on motivated people, interested parties doing things that are in their interest.
Yeah.
Well, Coneman, maybe they're closely related. Well, I mean, they're mirrors of each other.
Yeah, they're
Ni is
mirrors.
Ni is the concise, single best way of meowing something. Um, Extroverted intuition is the negative space. So if Ni knows what something obviously is, Ni comes up with what it isn't and what it might be. They're both meaning functions. Ni is the meaning knowing function, and Ne is the meaning creating function. Whereas Si is the experience knowing function, and Se is the experience doing function. TE DOMs do seem to be, broadly speaking, really well liked types.
Who?
TE DOMs.
Um, I think around our community, well,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Reddit too.
You got a point.
Yeah, because on Reddit actually, there's a lot of people who side with TE DOMs. Because I wrote about frustrations about that TE DOMs, and I got attacked by people saying just whatever. There's
Maybe you need to be more efficient,
yeah,
lady.
yeah. Um, but like TE DOMs, at least I know I don't know much about ENTJs. I have them in my family. I know that they have goals, they attain them, and then they go for more goals. Um, Even despite maybe not being good at what they're trying to attain, they still attain it because they want to complete their goal. Um, ESTJs they're the backbone of society too. They make things run.
Yeah. Like
Um,
your mom giving us that bag, right? There's a super big bag.
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of crazy how useful the things your mom gives us
I
are.
know. They're very useful.
Cosmic Skeptic is an INTJ, and I was shocked by how creative his NI is on his last video, especially talking about Socrates. Well, it shouldn't be shocking that an NI Dom display effective extroverted intuition any more than it should be shocking that an NE Dom be able to resonate well with introverted intuition. Because, that's the 1-5 thing going on. If it were in a different thought than 1, you probably wouldn't see that. You might see something like plenty of extroverted intuition, but a lack of introverted intuition, like ESFJ or ESTJ. INTJs are more sensitive than many think. I don't know if people think they aren't sensitive, but I believe them to be sensitive, yes. You confuse NI and TI? Well, if you are an ESFP, that would make sense because it's hard for us to understand our polar functions. Like a lot of FI polar people, if they don't know anything about cognitive functions at all, and you ask them, how are you feeling emotionally? Sleepy? Hungry? They'll mistake their SI for their FI, Sleepy and hungry are not emotions. Well. I mean, are you sure Cosmic Skeptic is actually an INTJ? Did I type him as such? I don't know who this person is, but. Child feelers? You mean third slot? F? Third 7? I mean, touchy? I don't know. Am I touchy? Do you think that I'm touchy? I don't know if I think I'm touchy or not. By which, I mean, you know, defensive, I guess, or prone to getting fighty, maybe? I don't know. You tell me, race lever. Hi, Dreamsy Smokes reviews. Oh, I forgot that I was gonna make a jingle for you. I'm still gonna do that. Now that I'm reminded. Sounds fun. What did you say the channel name was? Was it just Dreamsy Smokes? Or Dreamsy Smokes Reviews? ENFPs are draining but fun. Did you watch Chris Rock, Tambourine, and Selective Outrage? Chris Rock's an ENTP? Maybe, but I don't like him. I don't think he does good work. He smokes reviews. Sure. I'm just going to take Fly Guy's word for that and second that. You touchy. What did Fly Guy say I'm touchy? Cone Man said I'm touchy. I don't think Fly Guy actually says that. Well, maybe I am touchy. Maybe I am. But that doesn't mean that I want to touch you. I prefer the cat not be in my space. That's true. Boo. There. There. I've never seen Eric have physical contact with another human, and he prefers the cat not be in his space. I think we're using the definition of touchy that says, like, easily gets defensive about stuff, or quick to become fighty, maybe. It's Saturday, so we got some people out in their little wilderness cars. Do I still think she's ESFP? I don't know what type she is. No, I don't. I think she's some kind of NTJ, either E or I. Why, Joe?
Oh yeah.
I know. I get why people might think she's ESFP, but I don't. I think she's an NTJ. I had enough interactions with her that I feel pretty confident about it. Actually, there's a hair growing in my nose right here that I would love to pluck out, but it's too small to pluck.
Are you sure it is? Because I think I could get it. I saw
You
it.
can get it?
I think I can, yeah.
If you want to grab the, well, I can grab the tweezers.
I'll go.
Okay.
I don't mind.
You know where they are?
I'm gonna grab mine, the
Okay.
smaller ones.
All right, cool. Everybody have a safe and productive weekend. Does it have to be productive, Jamie Smokes? I wasn't planning on producing things this weekend. Here I am making a video, though, anyway. This isn't a video, Eric. This is a live stream. What could possibly solve the measurement problem in quantum mechanics? I'm going to say 6 rulers and a thermometer. Producing safety. Oh, I'm going to safely produce safety. That seems like a zero-sum game there.
been able to find my small ones, but these are pretty good.
Well, let's see. You want my glasses?
Oh yeah, I see. Got it.
Thanks.
You want a souvenir?
I want to look at the hair, yeah. Ooh, I see it. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable one.
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Oh, it focused for a second. You can see it. If that was growing on my finger, that'd be weird. They're like, oh my god, there's a hair growing on my finger.
I mean, I told Lou and Kimmy how I singed my eyelashes, and Kimmy was like, "Oh, I singe everything: my hair, my eyebrows, my eyelashes." And Lou says she singes off the hair off her knuckles.
I singe the hair from my ears. This looks like Spider-Man fingers. How you have those little things come out so you can climb up the walls. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. I have hairs growing on the bridge of my nose. If I didn't pluck them or have Rachel pluck them as she just did, I'd eventually have a full nose beard here. TMI and TMS. What's TMS stand for? Is the INFP life sad? No, I don't think. I mean, there probably are some INFPs who are sad, and some who have wonderful lives that are catered, they're perfectly suited to being an INFP. You know, it is the case that certain types, the world at large is more receptive to their manners of attention, their attentional strengths, and they tend to have an easier go of it. But even in those instances, every type has their area of despair, like their polar, their eighth slot function, sixth slot, stuff they stuff that failings in those areas are responsible for overall failings, you know. Too much nose hair information. Too much show, I see. Well, once it left the top of my nose, it became a finger hair. So that's a whole separate, you have to have a separate, give it a separate category at that point. I know a few ISFP and ESFP stuck in addiction due to filling the void cone, man. Well, I mean, anybody can get addicted, and it's not necessarily for that reason. Like when I was drunk, had an alcohol problem, it wasn't because I was like trying to drown my trauma or something or anything like that. It was just I was born to get loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a kid, I wanted to feel high.
Do you remember like when you first like had a high and wanted it to happen again?
I don't have a clear recollection of that. I do remember like being interested in the idea early on, very early on. I remember in middle school I'd do hyperventilating things, and before middle school probably too, to get myself to have a head rush.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you would hold your breath.
Yeah, hyperventilate, hold your breath, stand up really fast.
Yeah,
and you
like,
get this head rush. Oh yeah, I'd do that. And
yeah.
then once, it's like as soon as I had the opportunity to smoke pot, I did. And I loved it right away.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know anything about pot. It was FE, that made me do it. But I was like, whoa, I like this a lot. I was laughing so much.
To me, INFP lack the objectivity of INFJ, so their pains are different. What's the longest you have been sober for? Um, well, I mean, currently the longest is the longest, which is over 11 years now of sober. And I'm not clean, but uh, I am alcohol free.
Alcohol free is the way to be, at least for me too. Like,
What's the way to be?
alcohol free?
Alcohol free is the way to
At
be.
least for me. At least for me. I I don't like it. I don't like the way I feel the next day. It doesn't even do anything really for me anymore. Just to forget, like maybe stumbly. It's I don't know.
Do I think any has contradictions? I mean, it's a way of paying attention. If you're asking if, like, extroverted intuition, dominant people are most prone to addiction, or dominant or tool are, I don't know. I really don't know. Sober from everything? As an adult? Probably a little over a year. That was quite a long time ago. The last time I had an extended period of sober from everything was when I was in China, and that was like 10 years ago, probably. Hi, Max Barwig. Am I your old friend? I don't remember ever meeting you before, but thank you. Thank you for immediately affording me old friend status.
There was an ant that was crawling on that one.
That's okay. I
Okay.
don't mind. Ants gotta smoke too. An addict is someone not satisfied with things as they are. The drugs and alcohol make them feel peaceful initially. No, I never dated the wrestler China.
It's still good. It's still good. Oh my gosh. Someone loves me up there.
Rachel, I think you're right. I think God prevented your pipe from breaking.
I mean, with my luck, yes.
We're all different levels of strangers in this rock in the universe. Discuss. Well, it is the case that, you're never going to be. You're never going to share the same consciousness space as another person. But it's also the case that you can get to know people pretty darn well. Rachel and I know each other pretty well at this point.
I'd say so.
We've been hanging out for a while.
Still, there are some things, I guess, that we learn about each other still.
Yeah. Race Lever says, you're all addicted to something. I'm addicted to being wonderful. Well, good for you, Race Lever.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're addicted to being wonderful.
Me too.
Well, I guess I qualify as an addict then. Here I am. I don't feel like just soberness is enough at all. I feel like I need head changes periodically. So the best I can do really is what I'm doing, which is have sustainable head changes. Oh, it went well, Touch. Thanks for asking. I got quite a few rocks mortared onto the bottom pool there. I like your lives. They're kind of like an AA meeting for me. Well, cool, Dreamsy Smokes. You never attended one, huh? Not the end of the world if you were to try to go to one. I went there for a while. Yeah, that's how I got sober. By the way, the chasing of it doesn't mean like I'm so sad I gotta numb out. It can also mean I'm happy but not happy enough. Better party harder. Oh yeah, well, there you go. Generally, when I'm sad, I don't want to. I don't want to party so much. I just feel like going to sleep or something. But when I'm not sad, then you're right. Here I am. I'm happy, but not happy enough. I need to party harder. All right, well, I got that here, Lamb, so I guess I qualify.
It looks like Delilah's at, speaking of parties, it looks like Delilah's at, Delilah and April are at Jessica's surprise shower.
Oh, yeah, well, I
Yeah,
know
so now
she's
the
out of
things that
town.
she was, yeah, and, oh, yeah. And, the stuff that she was working on, like, I saw.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
What was it?
It's cute, like, signs and
Okay,
stuff.
all right,
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
It's a
build
lot
a
of
lake.
time.
Yeah, building a lake is impossible. My pond is going to be
That's,
ample big.
yeah.
I'm fighting temptations, that's why I'm talking about it. My bad, though, kind of ranting about it. It's good to be sober, is what I'm saying.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have big animals probably drink from it.
I think so. I am okay with that.
I mean, I am too, as long as they're not by me. I could look from the window.
Yeah. I would expect animals to come drink from it at night. Not really.
Yeah.
Animals are sneaky. They sneak around.
It's true.
I find Friday and Saturday night can be depressing because I assume everyone is having fun. Well, we are having fun, aren't we? So much fun. I think what I would like to do now is make some lunch. Rachel, I'm guessing you're not hungry?
What are you gonna make?
Well, if you're hungry and want to eat something, then let's discuss what you'd like to eat.
I could eat something because I haven't eaten yet today.
Okay, do you want rice and spam?
I could eat rice and spam
Not really, you don't want that.
for dinner. Yeah.
Okay, for lunch, do you want to do potatoes?
Okay.
You want potatoes?
Yeah, potato sounds good.
All right. Let's go inside and start working on potatoes. It's 10 p.m. here in the UK. I was having fun before the threats. Those aren't threats. Those are known as meowings. People like meowings. Alright, potatoes. Long ago, God invented the potato. He showed it to some of the angels. They said, it's kind of ugly. He said, here, let me cook one of them. You taste it now. And they said, oh my God, it's so bland. He said, okay, well, let's put some butter on it now. They're like, that's okay-ish. So, well, how about some salt and sour cream and some chives and some onions to put on there too, and some grated cheese. They're like, wow, now this potato's great. And God's like, see, potatoes are great. Really, he was fooling them with rock soup. You're gonna have one potato?
Yeah.
Alright. You want... Well, we only have 4 potatoes left, so...
Okay.
You want to just split the potatoes we have?
Right?
What?
No, just eat what, I want.
Sure, yeah. I'll just make one batch of potatoes and you can then take as much off of that plate onto your own plate as you want.
That sounds great. Thank you.
You can eat plain baked potatoes all day. I'd like to see that race lever with no water. I don't think so. You die of dry starchiness. Eating plain baked potatoes. There's no such thing. You had to fill that all up with some tar stuff from a jug. I see. Because you thought it would be better to have tar than weeds. Now cut off this bad part. There. That's what I like to call perfection in a box. While we're waiting for the oven to preheat, let's go get the bong and clean it up. Oh, you're Phil McCracken, huh? Suspect claims to enjoy plain baked potato. Please advise. I mean, I'd be concerned too. Race lever. I'd be concerned too. As like I is with anybody who eats plain baked potatoes. Obviously, there's something wrong with their mouth. Infinity isn't a number. No, it's not a number. It's a concept, right? But there are different infinities, so you can talk about different infinities as having distinct qualities from each other. Just plain baked potato with nothing on it, not even salt? No. I'm sorry. Nobody could eat that. I've not encountered that person. I never really encountered anybody who says, I don't like pizza. I mean, I'm not a huge pizza fan. It's not my favorite food or anything. But it's great to get a pizza periodically from the pizza place. Okay. We're gonna get meow it out like this. Get the initial burst of filth away. Okay, so that's the initial filth first. Now we're gonna switch it up. Instead of using water, we're gonna use alcohol. And then instead of using nothing, we're going to use salt. Okay. And then we're going to shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, a shake, shake, a shake, shake, shake away. Shake, 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 a shake, 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 shake away the resin from inside the bone. with a shaky, shake, shake, and a shaky, shake, shake all along. Thank you, thank you. That was pretty effective. It really got a lot of growth inside. It's so effective, in fact, that I want to do it again. I'm going to put this here. And make some salt. Okay. You want to sing it? Sure, okay. Shake, shake, shake. Again. We'll just shake it up without the song. Well, that's some dark colored salty alcohol. I want to make sure I got all the alcohol. That should be fine. Now we'll put water in. Now we'll get the right amount of water. Okay. Is this cloggy? Okay, well. I guess let's get this one with the alcohol too. Oh, God. I'm in some trouble there. Stick. Scooby, Scooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. We're gonna expose that fake ghost who's scaring all the people. Turns out it wasn't a real ghost after all. Despite my earlier impression, it most certainly must have been. It was done with mirrors and other magic tricks. Ropes and pulleys. Projectors and screens. Masks, costumes, etc. That's how they pulled it off. Alright, the long is clean. Potatoes need to go in the oven. Chauncey, though our potato portions may prove to be. Now that the bong's ready, let's go ahead and pull some bong rips in the spirit of brotherhood. The Scooby-Doo gang went from catching landlords pulling a scam to actual ghosts and undead. Maybe in a later incarnation they did. Did you coat the outside with butter and season it before you bake the potato? No, I don't. I just bake them just like that. And then put the butter and salt and sour. We don't have any sour cream right now. It's got to be butter, a lot of butter, salt, and chopped up onion. I might put a little garlic powder and a little bit of this lemon shaky stuff that we have. I don't know. We'll see. Fly Guy says putting butter on first is pointless. Well, it depends if you want to eat the skin or not. If you want to eat the skin and you butter the outside of them, then presumably it would get, more crispy and you could eat it more. I typically don't like to eat the skin. The thing is, what people don't even know is that Scooby snacks are actually disgusting. Dude about to become a baked potato. I'm not going to become a baked potato. I'm baking potatoes. There's a difference. To be baked as a potato is different than to bake a potato. Skin for the win. I just not a fan of the skin. I'm sorry.
I eat the skin.
It's good for you. I'm glad you eat it. Supposedly it's healthy as part of the potato. But maybe they just say that because it's the least desirable part of the potato.
It definitely is. I think I just like always ate it, so I'm just accustomed to eating it.
Mm.
But
Well, fallen slaves, that's all. Thank you for clarifying. I did not catch that. I was a little behind on my colloquialisms, I guess. I think I had. What do you have? You have it over there. I'll open this bag. Oh, this bag is already open. It's a psyop to get you to eat the part of the potato most loaded with pesticides and poisons. Why would people want us to eat the part that's most filled with poisons? Because they wanted us to die? Oh, we're getting rid of the hippies, I see. Pretty sure the hippies got rid of themselves. You must learn the secrets of potato skins to enjoy them properly. Well, I've had potato skins as an as an appetizer before, where they take like baked potatoes, I guess, and scoop out all the baked potato part and just have the skins, then refill it with baked potato with other stuff in it. It's like deviled eggs, kind of. Conceptually. It's conceptually like deviled eggs. There's not really anything else we devil, though. What else could you devil? You could, devil avocados, maybe. You can't eat the skin of the avocado, though. You make pig feed with the skins, huh? But then when you eat the pigs, you'll still get the pesticides. Have you thought about that, Fly Guy? That's really a spoon on the nose. I think that should be an expression meaning that's something to think about. That's a real spoon on the nose. Means that's something to think about. Now, none of the pigs that I eat are pork. Okay, they're all pigs. I refuse to eat any pork-based pigs. You hit the spoon on the nose. That's right. That's really a spoon on the nose. It just means that's really something to think about. It's a real spoon on the nose. Because doesn't this give you a lot to think about?
It does.
What's a spoon under the nose mean? This means Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Fly Guy doesn't seem to understand bioaccumulation or biomagnification. Meat eaters would be the first to go from pesticides and poisons. No, we also don't identify cow by its name. We call it beef. Well, I'm not really worried about pesticides or whatever because I've been eating food my whole life. So far, so good.
I'm so not afraid of pesticides and stuff that I'm gonna admit it. I eat fruit unwashed.
I don't blame you. Beef is the meatiest meat. Is that what you're saying, Lively Cuts? I think the meatiest meat of all is a combination of beef, pork, and chicken. If we weren't making these potatoes, I might make myself another cheesy patty banquet meal. The patty is made of a combination of different animals. Flies typically like the surface of turds, not potatoes, so that makes sense. True. That flies, what you're saying is flies don't like to eat potatoes because they have pesticides on them? Hmm. I guess those flies are a little smarter than we are. How do they get pesticides on the potatoes anyway? They're underground.
I'll admit I don't even wash potatoes unless I actually see dirt on it.
I rinse them. And,
Sometimes I guess I do rinse them.
and then what ends up happening after you rinse them? You put them down on the counter and then they leave dirty water
Yep.
spots and you realize they're still dirty in some sense. So you could probably rinse them forever and it'd still be like that. I would never use any pesticides on my weed, that's for sure. And that's because I smoke the weed. But I would use diatomaceous earth, which works as a pest solution. You know, it's not a pesticide per se. It just dries out the bugs a lot. So dry that they die. I do need a more powerful lighter. That's why I should get MAP gas instead. What's the name of this weed? I'll tell you what it's called. Coco Chanel.
How classy.
Deserves that name. This is a classy weed. It's good. Smokes real good. Tastes real good. I'm gonna get one of these pads. I like to at least some of the time. I'm kind of too lazy to do it all the time, but use this because it prevents me from getting resin on my lips. I never put the timer on. How long has it been since I put the potatoes in? Okay, I think they've been in there for 5 minutes. Four minutes, let's say. Oh, Mr. Kitty, what are you doing? Meow. Meow. What do you want? Well, what? You are the kitty of my life. Oh, yeah. What a good boy. What a silly boy McGillygoy. What a happy boy McSmappy Schmoy. Yes. Eat your food with your kitty mouth. You love it so much. Oh, yeah. Look at all that hair. That's a lot of cat hair. Plus 1 kitty points. All right. Awesome. Carrot said she'd leave me if we aren't semi-duels. Wow. All right, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. ENFJ is your supervisor and ESFJ is your supervisee, huh? Yeah, ESFJ wouldn't be your supervisee. That doesn't make any sense because they've got your polar as their dominant. For your supervisee, They have to have your tool as their dominant. So supervisee for you would be mm, your tool is their dominant. And then your dominant is their polar. So your supervisee would be.
He's right. ESTJ.
Oh, I thought you said ESFJ was a supervisee.
I said ESFJ is his conflictor type.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of conflicts. FESI versus NITE.
Yeah.
And not a lot of common ground there.
But they don't come around. I said they don't come around here often, if ever. You know, so.
That's true. Except Abraham will come around every once in a while.
Yeah, and.
What's the story of the cat's shorter right ear? It appears to the tip of the. Yeah, I got clipped off by the animal control people when they picked him up off the streets and clipped his balls. And then after that, he started wanting to be all like, oh, you're my family now. Even though he was a wild stray. So he kind of forced his way into our family, and now we have 2 cats instead of 1. Because I'm a big softie, and I couldn't be mean enough to get him to go away.
Which makes me feel like I'm mean, because like when we initially had the conversation, I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, we cannot take on more than. But you made sense. He became part of the family, and he was sleeping with us. Like, you can't just abandon him.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have resulted in some terrible feelings for a long time.
Yeah.
When
The orange cat, no.
Yeah.
We just started feeding him.
Yeah, it means they're fixed because, and it usually means that they were a stray that got fixed, as it does in this case. The true rare types around here are ESFJs, ESTJs, and ENFPs. Yeah. Well, I guess they're busy consuming media optimized for them.
I don't even think that they really watch YouTube, ESFJs. Like, I could see them watching, maybe younger ESFJs watch YouTube, but like, they like reality TV.
I can see them watching how-to videos. ESFJs are very, they can have good TE, but they're obviously first and foremost going to look to FE kind of solutions, like look up a video on how to do things. They're more likely to attempt it themselves than, say, polar. But anyway, maybe you're probably right. They definitely like reality TV, and maybe they spend their time watching TV, not YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I think personally.
Steven's mom is a beautician. Got nice even hairstyle today.
Good job. Nice job, Mom. Eric cut my hair last time I needed a haircut. It came out really good. I'm gonna have him do my hair from now on. I'll clean out the dishwasher like later on today.
Okay, sure.
That's a good question, Fly Guy. Well, Eric shaved my head before. He's giving me short haircut.
You're making me want to cut my hair
Ooh.
now. I'll cut my own hair, not because I don't trust Rachel, because why she doesn't want to do it probably. I'm used to cutting my own. Now we both remember that I cut her hair a couple weeks ago, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't do it with scissors. I discovered I had to do it with clippers.
And if you want to do that way from now on, like that's totally fine.
So your mom gives you a nice even hairstyle?
That's nice. It's good.
Would you say your haircut is square?
Yeah, but like, yeah, like, is it like part to the side and then like have a fade? Do you like the mullet? Mullets are pretty popular now.
I think I'm gonna do this over trash can outside. I'm gonna give myself a haircut. Right
Okay, so we'll go outside?
now. Yeah, if you want to come with.
Yeah, I do. We're gonna watch Eric shave his beard and head. Not all the way down, but pretty short. Hi, my name is Rachel Strauss. Around this part of YouTube, we talk about most everything. You have a topic, we'll talk about it. Why go to 5 or 6 stores when you can go just one?
If you want to talk about balloons, we'll talk about balloons.
Yeah.
In fact, that's my favorite topic. There's an extension cord.
Okay. You want to talk about how elephants have long memories? We'll talk about that. That's okay. When I say ha ha ha, I don't really laugh either. I don't need friends. They disappoint me. Yeah, like sometimes you laugh inside. Thanks, Dreamsy Smokes Reviews.
Good old number 3.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
Today on How to Cut Your Hair, I'm going to be showing you how to cut your own hair with one of these clippers.
Race Liver asks, why not put more hair on, Eric? I think you have plenty of hair.
Yeah, I'm ready to cut it. Now, you've picked your number. I went with number 3. It's pretty short, but not ultra short. You want just one number for your whole head. That includes your beard and your hair. That way you don't have to switch things. Now, big question. Where do you start? It really doesn't matter, but I'm going to start in the back. It's going around my head pretty good, but I'm sure I missed a few spots, but it's alright. I'm going to go on to my beard now. I'll come back to get missing spots at the end. But you do this outside. Hair gets places no matter how much you try not to. Okay, now time for the beard. Start at the bottom, work up. Okay, now that I've done that part, time to take this off. I'm gonna put her hair on me. And I guess that's why they call it giving yourself a haircut. See how I look. Seems fine. Fine enough. Fine enough for the RuPaul's Drag Race. Boy, I bet drag racing fans are surprised when they go to see that show. This isn't drag racing. I don't know what this is, but this is not drag racing. Yeah, it's for basically getting my whole mouth replaced with implants. Not the bottom so much, but half the bottom and the top. All the top. So, a lot of work. It's what I expected it to talk about. I was thinking maybe... Thanks.
Have you ever seen a picture of me when I was little?
Let me see. You the older one?
Yeah.
Look at little Rachel. How adorable. That's your brother?
My sister.
Your sister.
So I'm like 3 there.
You look happy.
Thanks.
What a beautiful child you were.
Thanks.
Okay, gonna wrap up this cord.
And have I ever shown you pictures of my grandma La Pelosa?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe
I
not.
just found these old pictures.
Sure. Once I get this shit done, it's going to be it's going to be like, the rest of my life is going to be return on investment. So I need to get done. I'm going to get a job, and I need to have my teeth looking respectable to get a job. And we have the liquidity to do this right now, so we'll just do it. She did a pretty good job with no mirror. Maybe I could have gotten right around here a little more. But who needs a mirror? Not me. I don't need no stinking mirror. Alright, let me go get a cigarette. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure. That's me, my sister, and my younger brother. See, my hair's always been pretty light. My brother had the lightest hair, and my sister's always been dark brown. And then this is my grandma La Pelosa, who I was really close with, and my grandpa La Pelosa, who I was close with, and me. It's Raggedy Ann.
I don't know where my cigarettes are. I'll be right back.
Do I still look like myself? Well, my mom put curlers in my hair, so my hair wasn't that curly. It's kind of blonde. It's got blonde highlights. And my hair was curled. My mom curled my hair.
You look very similar to now in this
Thanks.
picture. You look like the same person.
Thanks.
It's very obvious.
That's so cool. Thank you.
It's neat. I'm not sure how much I look like my childhood pictures.
You look different at every age. But the video of you from when you were, what, 16, 17? Yeah, that looks like you. Like, and just hearing your voice, I'm like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
You look the same. Your eyes are like the same. Like your mom's.
I make the same arguments. You know.
Yeah. And then this is my grandma La Pelosa, the one that I was close with, and my grandpa La Pelosa. I got her smile.
Yeah.
But we don't look alike.
Is that her actual hair? Or is it a wig?
She put curlers in her hair.
And dye it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's not a wig, huh?
Nope.
Wow.
No, right?
You got some good hair genetics.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You can see it right here. Look at all this good hair you have.
Thank you. I feel very lucky.
I got good chin hair genetics, but not so much top of my head hair genetics. I produce a lot of chin hair.
Yeah, you do. You do. Your hair grows fast.
Yeah.
And you have hair on your arms.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hair on my arms.
Yeah.
It means I'm closer in evolution to an animal than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm less evolved. But the top of my head is more evolved. Because it has less hair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They always show aliens as bald, so you're more like, it goes from apes to aliens.
Right. Well, of course, whales are even more evolved than any of those. They have no hair on them at all.
Just barnacles, right?
Just barnacles, right? It's okay to have barnacles on you if you're a whale. It's kind of a badge of honor.
Oh.
I got 50 barnacles.
Yeah. That means that you're older, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Let me take this trash can to the street.
Okay.
I feel that now that I moved the trash cans so they're not over here, we have a little bit fewer flies around here. I can't read that. It's too small for my little eyes. You know, I'll tell you this though. Not eating sugar, I mean, more or less, I've cut it way down. I still eat yogurts, they have sugar in them. And I still drink my coffee with powdered coffee creamer in it, which has sugar in it too, I guess. It's hard for me to give up my coffee the way I like it. Yogurts are a super convenient snack too. I could go for low sugar yogurts or plain yogurt maybe. Put my own fruit inside of it. I have some fruit on the table inside. When I'm done with the cigarette, we're going to have to go back in because the potatoes will be done in not that long. I need to prep in the things to put on the potatoes to make them edible. Here's the thing I want to tell you guys that I believe to be true. By far the best way to make potato is to bake it in the oven. It's way better than if you microwave it or boil it. You could cook it on a charcoal grill off direct heat for a long time, bake it in there. That basically still baking it. But it's not going to come out as good as it in the oven, where it gets a nice even 400 for exactly an hour and they come out all fluffy. Fluffy and perfect. Like me. No. I'm not perfect. I'm not even fluffy. I guess I was talking about somebody else entirely. Fluffy Perfect is a good name for a character, though. Or Fluffy Prefect. I like Fluffy Prefect better. It sounds like they're some kind of hall monitor. Everybody loves hall monitors. Of course, schools don't have such things anymore. There's nobody monitoring the halls like a kid with that job. If you're in the halls and some administrator happens to be walking by, they'll probably be like, "Why are you out of class?" But no such thing as hall monitors. If you put a monitor lizard in a hall, then that you could call that a hall monitor. Somebody's got to monitor the halls. Breezy, like the Jefferson's wheezy today. Feels nice, but I'm kind of tucked here in this nook against the garage, so it's a space where the wind gets not very much at. So it's like when it's cold out and windy, over here it's a lot less windy than over there, no matter which way the wind is blowing. On lovely days like today, it's kind of unfortunate that I don't get the full force of the cool breeze, but by and large, it's functionally designed to make this space more sheltered from the weather than the other side of the walkway. And it's effective at doing so. It's a really well thought out house, the way they put it together, top to bottom. It's just like, wow, somebody really knew what they were doing. Well, like this kind of shit. There's an outlet there, an outlet over there, and there's an outlet up there. Not to mention the outlets over there. I'm coming back in. The potatoes are going to be done relatively soon.
Cool.
Oh, it looks like the TV went to sleep again. Where's the TV would just, I don't know. Stop being smart. Like, why do I need a smart TV? When the computer goes to sleep and there's no signal for HDMI anymore, it starts playing random things like noises and music and stuff. And sometimes I've got the volume on the TV turned up and the volume on the computer turned down for various reasons. I mess with the volumes. And, like some things you listen to are way quieter. So maybe you turn the TV volume way up and then it goes to sleep. Are you getting that? Oh, I thought you were getting this.
Oh,
That was on the floor right there
Thank
too.
you. I was looking for that.
There it is. All right, so we've got HDMI 3. You got a nice pack of Winston's for comparison video going head to head with the 1980s pack. Well, guys, do you need to do chat imitations of people?
Chat imitation of Winston's mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People might not appreciate your chat imitations. I don't know. Oh, right. I'm not coming to sit down here right now. I'm actually going into the kitchen to cut more ingredients. Got my glasses. Let's go prep ingredients for potatoes. I've got 7 minutes left. So if you don't have sour cream, I think ketchup is a good way to go today. Normally I put sour cream and butter on potatoes, but we are all out of sour cream. And we don't have any fresh cream to turn sour either. How to make your own sour cream. Take some milk and leave it out in the sun. That's not how you make sour cream. I think 4 potatoes, we're looking at half a stick of butter. I'll put this half back. I'm gonna wash my hands. Oh, I need to bring the dish soap back in here from the laundry room. That's fine. My hands are clean. I just go to the shower and laundry. All right. Have a stick of butter. Put right there for now. Now we'll get some onion. These are onion blancos, to say white onions. I guess we'll just use the rest of this onion here. And that's going to need some pretty oniony potatoes. When chopping onions, remember that your top priority is always, same as when chopping anything. Don't cut yourself. Sometimes I chop a little faster, a little slower, but there's no reason to rush. If you cut yourself, your whole meal is going to be ruined. You're going to have to deal with a cut for who knows how long until it heals. So just don't cut yourself. Rule number 1. Don't cut yourself unless you are done. You need to stay over there. There, that's good enough. Now, as I mentioned, we don't have sour cream. We're going to put a little bit of this garlic herb stuff on it and salt, along with onions, butter, and pepper. And that should, onions, butter, and ketchup, and that should be good enough. A little pepper too, why not? Why exclude pepper from this party? There's no good reason to. When I was a teenager, I started smoking Winston's because they were the ones easiest to steal. I could reach over the top of the plexiglass. It's a good reason to start smoking those, Jonathan. Oh boy, the power went out. The power went out here today. Is that what you're talking about? Or the power went out where you are? It did go out here today. That's why my earlier live stream ended when it did. The power went out, killing my internet. Alright, the potatoes claim to be done. Let's find out. And find out with one of these sticks here. Oh yeah, that's done. That's done, baby, done.
Power's out in Rialto, California.
Oh. Wow. Everything must be on your phone, I guess. Here we have our potatoes. Our hot potatoes. We just leave the skins on for now. I'm going to smash them. very hot. Alright, well, I'm gonna just, I don't really feel like battling with the skins right now, so I'm just gonna leave them. Cut up this butter into smaller pieces so that it melts faster. I don't think I need that masher anymore. Let me get a spoon. Alright. Now we'll mix these onions into here. A lot of onions. That's a lot of onions for a little potato. Okay. Now we're going to put a bit of this Pappy's garlic herb. We're going to put some salt. Some pepper. And smush it around. Okay. Now, the final touch. Some ketchup. There. Now these potatoes are fully fit to eat. I'll rinse off this knife. Okay, I need to go get this dish soap. This is ridiculous. I don't have any dish soap here. Take this over to Rachel so you can start eating while I do a little cleanup. I got it.
Thank you.
I did bake those potatoes in the oven. Yes, I cooked food in the oven. I baked it. Those do mean the same thing. Alright, now I gotta get that dish soap that I left in the laundry room. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I loved you more. And I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. That's me and Rachel's romantic song. Alright, this knife has been cleaned adequately. We have another knife right here. It also needs cleaning. These can be put back here, here, and here. This can go right here. Put this towel back right here. Oops. Go on there. Ketchup goes back in the fridge. Hi, computer, you want new water? I'll use some new water. Here you go, P. She's like, nah, dog. I don't want your water. Your water stink water. Baking has something to do with convection, huh? So you mean it's done like at a convection center?
Mmm. The potatoes.
Yeah, those are good. Thank you. Heat moves to cold. Is that called becoming thermally gentrified? And cold has to move away. Conduction.
So I want your thoughts. I have mine. Sarah Jessica Parker never rewatches the things that she is in. She never watches, like even in the beginning, she doesn't like look at the dailies.
I think it's probably smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way she's able to just keep it as a job and not be so much of an artist, you know. Acting, I think, it's tough to be an artist.
I personally, I wouldn't want to look at myself. It's different when we're live streaming, but I don't necessarily always like rewatch. I would be criticizing myself, critiquing myself. I do that.
Ice cubes don't make your drink cold. Well, having ice cubes in your drink will assure a colder drink than not having ice cubes in your drink. So I don't know if that counts as making your drink cold or not. But it is the case that if you want your drink to become colder and you put ice cubes in it, you will get the desired result. If you want it to be really cold, you gotta put dry ice in it. Your drink is making the ice warm. That's what's happening, Fly Guy. Because heat moves to cold. So it's not the ice cube making your drink cold, it's the drink making your ice cube warm. That's the trick to this question. I figured it out.
I like it cold when sleeping.
Well, I like cold and sleeping too because I like the molecules in the air to be less excited around me.
Oh, you feel the molecules without it, huh?
Yeah, but their excitement is contagious, so I can't sleep as well when it's warmer. I mean, obviously, cold and hot are relative to what's comfortable for us human beings, but if there is no cold, then what is all temperature for? For decided I like the low expectations that the internet and the world in general has um, for the USC football team.
That's good. Then they have, they could only go up, right?
Right. They can be under respected and sneak up a bit.
Yeah. It's hard to I could get it because like when you have like a coach who um I don't know how to describe him. He's very like matter of fact. Like
Which coach are you talking about?
what's his name?
Lincoln Riley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know how people feel about him.
Well, people think that he's not as good a coach as they thought he was.
Yeah. So
But I was impressed with the transition from 2 years ago to last year.
yeah.
Our defense improved shit tons, and I really felt like it was turning the program / had turned the program around. But
Yeah.
what you perceive as a cold drink is actually a lack of heat. Well, here's the exception to your everything produces heat rule, Jonathan. My body temperature is absolute zero. So I don't produce any heat. 0 degrees Kelvin. That's my body temperature.
You know what you do produce?
What? I can think of a few things. I love my lack of heat coffee. Oh, you have lack of heat coffee?
Do you have iced coffee or just lack of heat coffee? As in it's been cooled off.
Iced coffee is lack of heat coffee.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you're sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to be. It's cute as hell because you're like just dead asleep and like it's almost like you're in a pause, like to get up,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still like totally asleep, and like your legs will be like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then like it goes like way down to the other side, like on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like so funny. And I'll even like move you off of me and you have no clue.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't have any clue about that. This is all news to me. I slept really hard last night. Last night I took before you were in bed and I went and I took a Olanzapine. I took a Prozac. I took 3 gabapentins and 3 Benadryls.
Oh wow, that's a cocktail for sleep.
Yeah, I was like when I finally got up to go to bed, I was stumbling in there. Yeah, Sean, your less hot drink doesn't impress me. Less hot coffee instead of iced coffee, would you still buy it? They should put that in a coffee restaurant. Like, okay, so tell me about your less hot coffee. Got ice in it, iced coffee. Why do you call it less hot? Because there is no cold. I think the concept of this objection to this is that you're always measuring heat, right? If you're going to measure the temperature of something, you're measuring its heat. You can't measure cold because there is no cold. It's just less heat. It's just cold for us relative to our comfort level. That's why there is no darkness. There is darkness. No, that's different. Darkness battles with light every day.
It's cute. My dad sends me like news that he finds about like stuff with the planets.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last couple of things that he sent me, like which were all cool, like planets lining up in a line and um a huge meteor shower. But all this stuff was happening like early in the morning, and I'm like, you know, I was like, I keep on saying like, I wish this was happening at night because I don't get up in the morning to see it. I didn't say it because I get up early. I just said I wish it was happening at night.
Yeah.
Cause
I agree, everybody. The light darkness thing is the same thing as the hot cold. You can only measure the amount
yes,
intensity of
yeah,
light,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's the absence of light that's darkness. You guys see the recent meteor shower? No, we didn't.
No, because it was happening at dawn or like early in the morning. Not at dawn, but it said it was happening early in the morning. I'm like, we're not. I'm not anyway.
They said it was happening like at 1 p.m. and that is dawn for us.
No, we would if it was happening, say at night. I would tell you, like if it was like happening at like 10 at night or something. Even if it was happening at 12, I would tell you.
That's not right, Sean.
They had like a bunch of planets that all lined up. I forget. Um, it's happening soon. Something like that.
I'm tired of our existing solar system planets. I want new planets now.
That's how I feel about the astrology.
You want a new astrology sign?
I,
Tired of being a sea goat?
well, well, maybe that's part of it, but legitimately, like there is another constellation on the line of constellations, so like technically we should add it.
Hmm. Nibiru?
No, I can't say it.
Oh, kitty. How did you fit so much specialness into your heart? How?
How do you see this?
We don't know anything about the South Pole. Well, I know it's at the bottom.
How do you see that? That's the 13th constellation.
Ophiuchus?
Yeah,
Ophiuchus, huh?
yeah.
It's also associated with the Greek mythological figure Asclepius, a healer who learned the secrets of medicine from a serpent. Why did the serpent have the secrets of medicine?
I don't know. I'm gonna look to see what your birthday would be if your sign would change. If what is it? Ophiuchus?
That sounds right.
Okay. Zodiacs. Signs with oh
Oh, yes. What an important kitty friend.
you would be an Aries.
I'd be an Aries, huh? Do I seem more like an Aries than a Taurus to you? Okay.
I don't know. Let's discuss the difference between Aries and
Only the universe was in a hot, dense state. Then 14 billion years ago, expansion started. Is that what happened? I've heard a number of conflicting reports as to what happened. For example, I heard that it was what happened was there was nothing here, and then 14 billion years ago, a tortoise arrived with the universe on its back. Is what I heard.
okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Aries, fire, cardinal, ruled by Mars. Energy and vibe, bold, impulsive, fiery, competitive. They look like people in motion, quick walkers, expressive hands, animated faces. Their energy feels hot, restless, and moving and forward moving. Style and aesthetic. Aries often lean towards sporty, edgier statement looks, red bold cuts, leather, sneakers, or anything that makes them stand out. They may have slightly undone or spontaneous vibe, like they got ready in 10 minutes but still look dynamic. Social impression. They radiate confidence, sometimes cockiness. They look like the ones who start conversation, cut in line without meaning to be rude or make daring choices. Taurus, earth fixed, ruled by Venus, energy and vibe, grounded, steady, sensual, patient. Taurus looks calm, unhurried, and self contained. They give off a cozy, soothing presence, like they are rooted wherever they stand. Style and aesthetic. Taurians usually love quality, comfort, and beauty. Soft fabrics, neutral tones, timeless cuts, jewelry,
I think
perfumes.
I sound more like Aries than
I do
Taurus.
too. I do too. And I would be a Sagittarius. So let's see. Capricorn. What does Capricorn? And you can tell me if it sounds more, which one sounds more like
Okay.
me.
Well, what astrology sign are you, Sean? Oh, beautiful for kitty skies, for amber waves of kitty grain. Yes, what a good kitty. So special, fine, and true. Yes, so special, fine, and true.
Okay. Sagittarius, fire, mutable, ruled by Jupiter. Energy and vibe, big, adventurous, restless. Sag looks like they're always about to go somewhere new. Their energy is open, enthusiastic, and a little chaotic, like they're halfway between a joke and a philosophy lecture. Style and aesthetic, they love freedom in clothing, casual, bohemian, travel ready looks. Think denim sneakers or layered or a backpack slung over their shoulder. They're more about expression than polish, so outfits might feel spontaneous or a bit mismatched and
Which type is
fun.
this? What,
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. What's the other one is Capricorn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, read the Capricorn one. Sagittarius does not sound very much like you.
Composed, focused, grounded. Capricorn looks like they've got a plan even when they're relaxed. Their energy feels structured, pragmatic, and self contained. They're weighing things seriously, even in casual settings.
Yeah, I mean that sounds more like you, I think.
Man, so. But my.
Which are you according to normal astrology?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. And Sagittarius is. Yeah, Sagittarius. You like Sagittarius sounds like an NFP more, right?
Mm-hmm. You in your birth chart have mostly Earth. So Earth is your most dominant,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that is fire.
Really?
Yeah, I can see that.
I would have guessed I had a lot of air because I have a lot of hot air in me.
Hot air could be related to Mercury, and your Mercury is in Aries.
Mm. That must be where my passion for hot air balloons came from.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Yes. Oh, you want more pets? Okay. Oh, big purrs for little kitty. Oh, yes. Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Oh, thank you. What a good girl. What a special kitty. What an important special pants. Oh, yes. Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Yes, he does. He knows what a special kitty you are. And he loves you. Yes, it's true. It's oh so very true. Yes. And Daddy knows. Oh, yes. My drink already has a temperature, room temperature. Minus 72 degrees Fahrenheit is room temperature. I don't know what room you're living in, Jonathan Earl, but that's pretty cold for room temperature. It's true, Jonathan Earl. Ice cubes are cooler than most rooms temperature, but since you're in a room where it's minus 72 degrees, different story. That's right. Less hot, everybody. Ice cubes range in temperature from 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, Kitty, how did you get to be such a special lady? Did you get your diploma from Special Lady School? All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap up this stream.
Can I talk a little?
Sure, I mean, only a couple people here, but
Oh.
you want to take over a little while, that's fine, but there's not really much going on in the chat.
Okay.
We can try again later if you want, maybe.
Okay.
All right. We're going to wrap it up for now. Maybe we'll try again later. Bro, beer. Whisker. I'm not drinking any beer right now, but thanks for the suggestion. Until later, this has been Talking with Famous People. Oh, yeah.